The lore, aka SCP-2770. Item SCP-2770, Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. All ships must be prevented from approaching 2770. Bless you. Instances of 2770 are to be tracked by Mole Task Force Gamma 6 Deep Feeders via Foundation orbital assets and intercepted by Gamma 6 vessels. Anyone seen attempting interaction with -1 is to be detained before contact is made and administered Class B amnestics. Description: SCP-2770 is a designation of 2 seaborne anomalies. -1 is a bright yellow life raft carrying a human male that identifies itself as a member of the British Royal Navy. Its uniform, showing notable signs of degradation, is consistent with the standard British naval dress code circa 19 redacted. It will manifest in the North Sea, defined as the area between Great Britain and Scandinavia. -1 has been recorded never going beyond the boundaries of the Shetland Isles or further south from the area of Norfolk, with the exception of redacted. Its appearance on the water is instant, marked only by a sudden burst of radio white noise on most electronic equipment. The life raft is too small to be reliably located by orbital imaging satellites, but its general location can be calculated by satellites equipped with thermal imaging, as water temperature drops by 3 degrees Celsius in a 5-kilometer radius around -1. Once manifested, -1 will wait until it obtains visual of an occupied vessel. It will try to gain the vessel's notice with several methods, including shouting, waving its arms, and using its uniform as a makeshift flag. If it does not obtain the vessel's attention, or is approached by a ship that does not intend rescue, it will be rapidly pulled underwater and not resurface for another 124 hours. However, if rescued, it will initiate a boarding event and prompt an appearance of -2. -2 is a submarine measuring 42 meters in length. It shows signs of extreme disrepair, with a thick layer of rust and barnacles coating most of the hull. 20 to 60 seconds after -1 has been rescued, -2 will surface nearby -1's rescuing vessel at a speed far beyond the capability of any known submersible. After it has surfaced, the hatch on the submarine's conning tower will open. -1, -2, and the rescuing vessel will all be pulled into the water by an unknown force at over 200 kilometers per hour and disappear. There seems to be no upper limit to the size of the vessel that can be pulled underwater. 2770 is known to have taken ships in displacements of in excess of 50,000 long tons. After a boarding event, -1 will not appear for a minimum of 242 hours, with the length of its absence appearing to be linked to the size of the vessel taken. 2770 was first theorized to exist in 19 redacted, after a string of unexplained ship vanishings, and its existence confirmed in 1941, when the Gamma 6 vessel Panama 7 observed it interact with a fishing trawler. I almost said Germa 6. I don't know why. Anyways, however, it is believed that 2770 has been active since at least one redacted, due to a report published by a British newspaper from the same year. Excerpt from Glasgow Weekly Report, March 12, 1 redacted. Whale smashes ship. A great tragedy on the seas. Local fishermen claim that a whaling ship off The coast rescued a castaway, only to be immediately attacked by a mammoth marine creature fitting the description of an abnormally large whale. The whale likely punctured the ship's hull during the attack, as it is claimed that the ship sunk incredibly quickly, with no known survivors. The fishermen present also claimed the event accompanied by a sudden drop in the already frigid North Sea's waters, describing it as Arctic. After containment implementation, Gamma 6 has prevented over redacted possible boarding events, with an average length between failures to intercept -1 currently at a tolerable level. A log of ships known to have experienced boarding events will now follow. In the 2770 activity, the vessel, a fishing trawler, on January 1st, 1941, and on January 19th, 1941, a schooner, February 11th, 1941, an oil tanker, March 8th, 1943, a submarine on December 25th, on 1943, and on January 25th, 1944, a destroyer on February 29th, 1944, a troop transport on October 3rd, 1945, and on November 15th, 1952, another fishing trawler on September 9th, 1961, cargo ship on April 1st, 1963. Damn. And on March 22nd, 1966, and on June 18th, 1973, a yacht on April 30th, 1981, a luxury liner, August 3rd, 1994, a gunboat, April 30th, 1990 redacted, a whaling ship, July 4th, 20 redacted, another whaling ship on November 17th, 20 redacted, a Foundation vessel on redacted, and redacted on redacted. All ships stricken from naval records and necessary disformation campaigns enacted. Now, I did click this, a bunch of numbers, identity confirmed, which led to Incident 2770-C. Attention, the details of Incident-C may only be granted from current head of 2770 Containment, Dr. Bermuda Jacobs, or O5 Command. Without proper biometric data, this thermal will deploy a paralyzing amnestic agent and then lock. Scanning, biometric data confirmed, medic disengaged, lock canceled. Well, I'm not that person, and I'm not an O5, so you failed. Open file. Incident 2770-C, with the approval of O5 redacted, Operation Kiddie Pool. Could you not think of a better name? Was authorized on redacted, with the express purpose of containing 2770 indefinitely. This operation was designed by Dr. Redacted and Agent Redacted, as they theorized that from observations made of -1, divorcing it from any notable source of water would render -2 incapable of manifesting and remove -1's ability to retreat back into the water. The operation was divided into 3 parts. 1. Gamma 6 would locate and then lift -1 from the water via a modified MI-26 operating name Lifeguard, equipped with a hooking device created specifically for operation. 2. With -1 hooked, Lifeguard would then transport -1 to site redacted, a secure location with hyper-arid redacted desert. -3, once arrived, Gamma 6 personnel would take custody of -1, well isolated from any possible source of water. On redacted, Operation Kiddie Pool commenced at redacted hours. At the time of the operation, -1 was being tracked off the coast of southern Norway and was intercepted by Lifeguard 30 minutes, 12 seconds after the commencement of the operation. -1 was attached to a hook without any difficulties, lifted out of the water with no appearance of by Dash 2. 6 hours, 17 minutes later, Lifeguard arrived at Site Redacted, delivering Dash 1 into its custody. Dash 1 surrendered itself, no struggle, and Dash 2 failed to manifest. Operation Kiddie Pool was deemed a success. An interrogation was conducted 1 week later. Dash 1 had not escaped custody, with his previously recorded anomalous abilities, and had been generally cooperative with staff at Site Redacted. Transcript of video will now follow. Dash 1 is escorted into the room by 2 Gamma 6 personnel and sits down in a chair across from Agent Redacted. Alright, who wants to play the British person?
I can try.
Oh, I have to, do I have to bust out this voice again?
Yes. Alright, I'll start it off. Hello, SCP-2770-1.
Hello, sir. Once again, I cannot tell you how grateful I am for the rescue with your crazy hovering plane. I've been stranded out there for I don't know how long.
We're glad to help. So, -1, do you have a name?
I do, sir. Lieutenant Edward Rowling, Royal Navy, at your service.
I see. What do you think this is? Your uniform is quite out of date.
I don't know. The truth be told, the months and years just start to meld together after a while. And apologies about my uniform. I'll admit it's seen better day.
About your days melding together, what can you tell me about -2?
Come again?
A submarine. We have records of you being rescued by ships, only for them to be attacked by a broken-down sub that shouldn't even be able to move.
Oh, that thing. Well, I think...
You think what?
I think you forgot about a water table, you idiot.
What? What appears to be the conning tower of -2 erupts in the middle of an interrogation room. The hatch immediately opens, followed by a total loss of communication with Site Redacted and transcript.
Wow! That was spicy! That was a calmly spicy British!
But water? What do they mean by water table? I'm confused.
You've never heard of a water table?
No.
Right. Go to Google and search water table.
Hold on. Water
There's
table.
like there's a lot of table designs that have water in them.
A water table is an undersurface of the phoretic zone or zone of saturation. The zone of saturation is where the pores and fractures of the ground are saturated with groundwater, which may be fresh, saline, or brackish depending on the locality. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, I understand now. MTF dispatched to Site Redacted finds the facility missing. Orbital assets confirmed that at the time of communication loss, Site Redacted was pulled into its entirety under the sand. Recovery teams present detect no traces of the facility with subterranean imaging, and all staff are presumed killed in action. After this event, -1 did not appear for another redacted years. Foundation Secure Science Protocols now in full review. 2770 Reclassification to Kinder pending. End Incident Report. Okay. Okay, so it's written by written by Blarghalt. So I remember that. Alright, so now let's get to the fucking thumbnail. I wonder if it's gonna be like the last one. Are you guys ready for the thumbnail?
Are we?
I suppose. I'm not gonna lie, I was barely paying attention this whole time. I got distracted with Twitter.
Oh my god.
But
Oh, I actually still I had the thing open. I didn't realize I had the bingo board still open. There's not 2 people in the rafts, just 1.
so what, a 1?
I guess? It's not too far off. Just they added an extra one. And as well as crazy weather. So you agree with Hatch of just 1, Jerry?
Well, I'm rereading the description. My
Yeah.
brain isn't all here today. You know why.
Yeah. So because there was water underneath the facility, they managed to steal the whole thing. Fair and balanced. Yeah. Wait, if they got this person on the moon, would the submarine still come?
Maybe.
I read the thing, but I don't know what the device looks like.
You mean the submarine?
It said that it's a device originally constructed by Nikola Tesla.
What are you looking at, Jerry? It's 20... Wait! Oh my gosh, they used the wrong number in the thumbnail!
Oh, it's 27. Oh!
They did me! They put the wrong number, that's why I put a number. 2700, because they used the wrong number in the thumbnail!
I was reading the wrong SCP! That makes sense why I was confused, like, what? This does not feel right.
I think so, Jerry, we say they used the wrong number.
Well, do they get any of the other things right on who did it?
Well, we're still on the clickbait thumbnail.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Let's see. It looks like the picture of the raft is yellow, not orange.
Yeah.
But besides the wrong number of people and the wrong design, it seems good. So, like,
Yeah.
one?
I just find it funny that both me and them used the wrong number.
So why did they have it at a weird storm? You know what? Never mind.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. Do they include the correct shit? Okay. They don't put the author. But everything else is correct.
I feel like we need to at least put a 1 for that then, because they still need to put the thing. Also, they got the number wrong on the thing.
Yeah.
So two parts of the whole on the right SCP and the right things. My brain's dead. Sorry.
Well, the animation.
Let's just continue.
The animation's better this time. Anyways, is everyone ready?
Sure.
Hedge, are you ready?
Yeah.
Alright. Then in 3, 2, 1.
Andreas was excited to be going home to Norway. He'd been working in England for almost a year, and this was his first trip home to see his family. He got to the port early. The huge North Sea ferry was already...
Why does he kind of look like the Monopoly Man?
Because they don't know how to draw a captain other than that.
Is he Captain
Actually,
Money?
actually, wait. Why the fuck would the captain be standing here looking at tickets?
Right. They would be on the ship.
Wouldn't that just be it? Yeah, wouldn't that just be a normal ferry worker? Is this just the standard uniform for working on this ferry?
Yes.
already waiting at the dock. He showed his ticket and went on board. He had traveled on the ferry many times and knew the best place to be was out on the deck. He made his way up to the top of the ship and took his place amongst the other passengers, looking out across the sea. The ship's horn.
Okay, so that just looks like an actual yacht. They even showed there being a pool on it.
Yeah, that's not a ferry.
And sounded and they set sail. It didn't take long before they were out into the deep waters of the North Sea. These waters were known to be treacherous, and only the most experienced sailors could cross them. As the ship dipped and climbed over the huge waves, Andreas gazed out, waiting for the first glimpse of his home country. Suddenly, he saw something in the water. He rubbed his eyes. Was he imagining it? But there he saw it again. There was a bright yellow object floating in the water. As the ship got closer, he could see that it was an inflatable.
It may be hilarious, but remember, this is accurate so far. Kinda.
Well, I don't. That doesn't literally look like an inflatable. It just looks like a yellow car.
That's how the inflatable is. That's how some inflatables are designed.
I know. I just can't stop laughing that it looks like a fucking car.
Let me look for a picture for you.
Anyways, I guess I'm good to continue while you're doing that. But did Jerry?
What?
Am I good to continue while you're doing that?
Sure.
Okay.
And a man was sitting in it. The man was waving his arms, trying to get the captain's attention. Andreas looked around him. No one else seemed to have seen the man. "Help! Help!" shouted Andreas frantically. "There's a man in the sea!" But the howling wind whipped his words away. Nobody could hear him. He knew that he would have to go directly to the ship's captain. As he turned to go, two men in dark suits came walking towards him. They had very serious looks on their faces.
What?
"What did you see?" they asked him. "Quick, you have to help. There's a man in a yellow inflatable. We have to rescue him." The two men told Andreas to go with them, but instead of taking him to the captain, they took him down to the ship's medical room. Andreas felt the sting of the needle go into his arm. Welcome back to SCP.
What the fuck? That wasn't how I thought it was gonna go. If I see two people lead me away from a ship captain, I'm not gonna continue following.
Away from a ship cap? What?
Yeah, because they were
What's
taken
your
into the
reason?
medical wing. It said they were taken to the medical wing, and he was trying to go to the ship captain.
Well, yeah, but the way that you said that is
Ow.
like someone leading you away from the captain means that they have nefarious intent.
Ah.
I'm just confused at what you were getting at.
Gotcha. Anyways. I see what you mean, Jerry. Anyways,
Be Exposed. Today we bring you Euclid class subject SCP-2770. But before I go on, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss out on any
Go
more
fuck
SCP
yourself.
stories.
It's just, I mean, injecting someone with amnesics is kind of nefarious.
Well, yeah, that part.
SCP-2770 is the designation of two seaborne anomalies. The first of which is a bright yellow life raft carrying a human male that identifies itself as a member of the British Royal Navy. Its uniform, showing notable signs of degradation, is consistent with the standard British naval dress code of the early 1900s. It will manifest.
Oh, here's a map.
What the fuck?
I heard
Wait.
Scoot, so I replied. They said
Okay.
I'm home.
Also,
And I said welcome home.
Also, besides Spain
Oh,
and
you meant
Africa
the map.
touching, this isn't that
you
bad.
meant the map.
This isn't as bad as
It's
other
a-
maps.
It's a perfectly good map.
Yeah. It's not great.
Even like the Spain and saying,
I'll be right back.
what do you mean it's not great? I'm confident this was just traced.
Ah.
I'll be right back.
Oh, but do you want us to continue? I guess I'll go on intermission.
But yeah, Spain and Africa are absurdly close to touching.
Ah. I
There's
didn't.
a very small channel between them.
Ah, okay. Turning to the video in 3, 2, 1.
In the North Sea, defined as the area between Great Britain and Scandinavia. SCP-2770-1 has been recorded never going beyond the boundaries of the Shetland Isles, or farther south than the area of Norfolk. Its appearance...
Norfolk. It's Norfolk.
I'd like to say some of these designs just really concern me.
I know it kind of sounds like you're saying Norfolk, but it's pronounced Norfolk. It's not Norfolk. It's Norfolk. I know, because there's a state called that. I know how to quickly pronounce it.
I'm sorry, Bright, but do you think they want to pronounce that?
No.
The giddiness with which Bright responds to getting the chance to correct someone else's pronunciation.
Anyway.
Is that, you know what, I'm gonna headcanon that that's like 50% of why you wanted to do content farm streams. It's just so that you have the opportunity to mock others' mispronunciations.
Maybe.
appearance on the water is
Ooh, a
instant,
ladyfish.
marked only by a sudden burst of radio white noise on most electronic equipment. The life raft is too small to be reliably located by orbital imaging satellites.
Wait, does white noise actually cut off electronic devices?
I don't believe so.
Yeah, because there in that animation, it showed them turning off the device. Hold on, watch.
Burst of radio white noise on most
It just turned it off. That's why I was confused. I'm like, I don't think that's what it does. But I don't know.
I love lazy bullshit.
Oh my god.
It's my favorite thing. My favorite thing
Also, I
is
love.
lazy bullshit.
Also, I love how they do white noise.
burst
It's just
of
a
radio
flash
white
of
noise.
light. Pretty sure white noise doesn't have a flash of light with it. Anyways, 3, 2, 1.
On most electronic equipment. The life raft is too small to be reliably located by orbital imaging satellites, but its general location can be calculated by satellites equipped with thermal imaging, as water temperature drops by 3 degrees Celsius in a 5-kilometer radius around it. Once manifested, SCP-2770-1 will wait until it obtains a visual of an occupied vessel. It will try to gain the vessel's notice with several methods, including shouting, waving its arms, and using its uniform as a makeshift flag. If it does not obtain the vessel's attention or is approached by a ship that does not intend rescue, it will be rapidly pulled underwater and not resurface for another 124.
Wait, what? I'm pretty sure itself will be pulled under, not the ship.
If
it does not attain a vessel's attention or approached by a ship it does not intend rescue, it will be rapidly pulled underwater and resurface for 24 hours. However, if rescued, it will initiate a boarding event and prompt the appearance of -2.
So they misinterpreted the article.
Yeah, it's supposed to go down itself. What the fuck?
Ship casually Titanics.
Yeah.
I love
4
casual
hours.
Titanicking.
Yeah.
However, if rescued, it will initiate a boarding event and prompt the appearance of SCP-2770-2. This is a submarine measuring 42 meters in length. It shows signs of extreme disrepair, with a thick layer of rust and barnacles coating most of the hull. 20 to 60 seconds after SCP-2770-1 has been rescued, it will surface near SCP-2770-1's rescuing vessel at a speed far beyond the capability of any known submersible. After it has surfaced, the hatch on the submarine's conning tower will open. SCP-2770-1, 2770-2, and the rescuing vessel will all be pulled into the water by an unknown force at over 200 kilometers per hour and disappear. There seems to be no upper limit to the size of the vessel that can be pulled underwater.
What ship is that?
is known to have taken ships with displacements in
That's a
excess of
cargo
50,000
ship.
Oh, it's
Oh.
cargo. Ah.
long tons. After a boarding event, 2770-1 will not appear for a minimum of 242 hours, with
It
the
was
length
just
of its absence
For
appearing to
some
be
reason, it was just for some reason a largely empty cargo ship, but it was a cargo ship.
Gotcha.
Let me see if I can grab a picture.
Alright.
Cargo ship. Definitely not the best drawing of one, but open show chat. Paste.
Ah, yeah, I see it.
Don't know why it's empty, but
Right.
that's what it be.
7, 3, 2, 1.
linked to the size of the vessel taken. SCP-2770 was first theorized to exist in the early 1900s after a string of unexplained ship vanishings, and its existence confirmed in 1941, when the Gamma 6 vessel Panama 7 observed it interacting with a fishing trawler. However, it is believed that the object has been active earlier than 1941 due to a report published by a British newspaper. The following is an excerpt from the Glasgow Weekly Report entitled Whale Smashes Ship. A great tragedy in the seas.
Glasgow.
Local
Glasgow.
Glasgow.
It's Glasgow.
Oh boy, do I love Glasgow, fucking Scotland. It's my favorite destination. Fucking Glasgow, Scotland. Which I'm pretty sure is like a notoriously not the nicest city in Scotland.
So does that mean if I go there, I can just punch as many people I want?
Maybe. That's like genuinely maybe. Like the main thing I know about is the fact that, if I remember correctly, Glasgow is like well known for having just aggressively violent fights between folks for different football teams or
Oh.
football teams. Specifically, like between the Irish football team and the British football team.
Gotcha. Anyways, back to the video at hand.
Local fishermen claimed that a whaling ship off the coast rescued a castaway, only to be immediately attacked by a mammoth marine creature, fitting the description of an abnormally large whale. The whale likely punctured the ship's hull during the attack, as it is claimed that the ship sank incredibly quickly with no known survivors. The fishermen present also claimed the event accompanied a sudden drop in the already frigid North Sea's waters, describing it as Arctic. The special containment procedures for the object are that all ships must be prevented from approaching it.
Okay.
Instances of the object are to be tracked by Mobile Task Force Gamma 6, otherwise known as deep feeders, via
Why does the fucking satellite have ripple effects?
I don't fucking know. Why doesn't your satellite have ripple effects, huh?
I don't know. 3, 2, 1.
Foundation orbital assets and intercepted by Gamma 6 vessels. Anyone seen attempting interaction with SCP-2770-1 is to be detained before contact is made and administered Class B amnesty.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, just we're gonna go with the hypnosis machines.
That is not
Randomly.
what amnestics looks like.
Amnestics are either in a pill or in a syringe. It's not.
I'm so glad to see that they're pulling from my fucking porn search history and their art design.
Oh my god.
It makes me real proud to be here to see this moment.
They actually started the video showing the syringe. Yeah, that's true, Sancho. So they just didn't even bother doing a syringe again. Oh my god. Anyways, 3, 2, 1.
After containment implementation, Gamma 6 has prevented many possible boarding events, with the average length between failures to intercept 2770-1 currently at a tolerable level. A log of ships known to have experienced boarding events includes fishing trawlers, cargo ships, submarines, and even a luxury liner. All of these ships have been stricken from naval records and necessary disinformation campaigns enacted. Incident 2770-C commenced following approval from an O5 command agent. Operation Kitty.
Apparently I was an
What
05.
the fuck is that sound?
I don't know.
Sorry, that was a plane on my side.
Okay.
Say, we got someone who isn't white and they're an 05. High leveling position.
That's like actually surprising.
Right.
I am also
They
shocked.
actually added their own headcanoned black 05 member.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for the time.
Rather than just
Oh, sorry.
go ahead.
I was
Go
gonna
ahead.
say I was gonna wait for the time when they showed the 05 member as just a cat. 'Cause there are depictions of that.
Yeah.
You were gonna say something?
I don't remember what I was gonna say. All I know is that one of the 05 members is a Khajiit from Skyrim.
Meow meow.
Fun fact, in the Elder Scrolls, Khajiit's body plans are heavily dependent on the moon phases when they're born. There are some Khajiit that are literally just house cats, but fully sapient thinking beings.
Damn.
There's others that are like basically gigantic lion creatures.
Damn.
I would really hate to be a tiny one of those and give birth to a giant one.
Oh god.
Yeah, it gives a lot of major questions. I think the Khajiit have to be really careful about when they're getting knocked up.
Yeah, also Zanj says there's also Khajiit that are literally humans with makeup.
Yeah. Like, there's like some Khajiit that are like basically just anime cat girls and cat boys that like tend to draw on or tattoo on their own stripes to make them look more Khajiit, because otherwise they just look like a random guy, a random human wearing cat ears. Khajiit are cool. Is the point of this tangent?
Yeah, this tangent ended in 3, 2, 1.
Following approval from an O5 command agent, Operation Kiddie Pool was authorized
Wait,
on
command agent? It's just O5 command. What?
Did you expect them to actually be, cogent?
Anyways, 3, 2, 1.
The express purpose of containing 2770 indefinitely. This operation was designed by Dr. Rudo Jacobs.
Wait, hold on. Now they're using the O5 member as Dr. Rudo Jacobs.
Oh.
Those are
I think at this point, we need to give them a point on, like...
contradiction.
Well, I was going to say, like, accuracy, because they literally called an O5 council also a Dr. Rudo Jacobs, who I'm pretty positive was not called a O5.
Yeah, containment by Dr. Rudo Jacobs or O5 command. There's an or. They made them the same person.
And I feel like that's a very important thing to get wrong.
It is. Oh, the difference a single 2-letter word can make in your presentation. Dr. Rudo or.
It feels like that, like, thing that people often say on how to be, you need to be careful what you say, like, or write. Like, it's the difference between helping your uncle jack off and helping your uncle, yeah.
Yeah, I like how it took literal seconds to not be happy about the fact that it made someone an O5 member. Just a few seconds turn them into a doctor. Just literal seconds.
Is just like yeah, congratulations, you did a good job. You added black man. That's an abnormally high bar of representation. But you're still stupid. You're so stupid, in fact, that you can't differentiate between a named doctor in the article and O5 command.
Oh my god. Anyways, continue on to the video in 3, 2, 1.
And a senior O5 agent, as they theorized that from observations made of 2770-1, divorcing it from any notable source of water would both render 2770-2 incapable of manifesting and remove 2770-1's ability to retreat back into the water. The operation was divided into 3 parts. First, Gamma 6 would locate and then lift 2770-1 from the water via a modified MI-26. Operating name, Lifeguard, equipped with a hooking device created specifically for the operation. Once 2770-1 was hooked, Lifeguard would then transport it to a secure location in the desert. Once it had arrived, Gamma 6 personnel would take custody of 2770-1, well isolated from any possible source of water. On March 15th, Operation Kiddie Pool commenced at 0800 hours. At the time of the operation, 2770-1 was being tracked off the coast of southern Norway and was intercepted by Lifeguard 30 minutes 12 seconds after the commencement of the operation. 2770-1 was attached to the hook without any difficulties
There was
and
no
lifted
hook.
out of the water with no appearance by 2770-2. 6 hours, 17 minutes later, lifeguard arrived at the site in the desert, delivering 2770-1 into its custody. The man surrendered himself with no struggle, and 2770-2 failed to manifest. Operation Kiddie Pool was deemed a success. An interrogation was conducted 1 week later. The man had not escaped custody with its previously recorded anomalous abilities, and had been generally cooperative with staff at the site. 2770-1 was escorted into a room by 2 Gamma-6 personnel. He sat down on a chair across from a Foundation agent. The following is a transcript of the interview. "Hello, SCP-2770-1, said the agent. "Hello, sir. Once again, I cannot tell you how grateful I am for the rescue with your crazy hovering plane."
Why is it like his arms are tied behind his back?
I don't know. It's like, oh, he's being formal because Navy man.
Yeah.
Some people do that just because it's comfortable. I used to do it a lot as a child until I realized people think it's weird.
Huh. Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough. 3, 2, 1.
Plane. "I've been stranded out there for I don't know how long," said the man. "We're always glad to help. So, SCP-2770-1, do you have a name?" "I do, sir. Lieutenant Edward Rowling, Royal Navy, at your service." "I see. What year do you think this is? Your uniform is quite out of date." At this point in the interview, the man stops, rubs his neck before continuing. "I don't know. Truth be told, the months and years just started to meld together after a while. And apologies about my uniform. I'll admit, it's seen better days." "About your days melding together, what can you tell me about SCP-2770-2? "Come again?" "The submarine. We have records of you being rescued by ships, only for them to be attacked by a broken down sub that shouldn't even be able to move." "Oh, that thing." The man leans toward the agent. "Well, I think..." He pauses. "You think what?" asks the agent. "I think you forgot about the water table, you stupid idiot." At this point, what appears to be the
He did
conning
not
tower of a
say
submarine-
that. What the fuck?
I think
Why
you-
did he put his arms up?
Oh yeah, he
Like
said, "I
he's-
think you
like-
forgot about the water table, you fucking idiot." So he censored
Oh,
fuck.
Oh, he did say that? Okay.
They just
I
put
did
stupid
not
instead of
remember that.
fuck. But yeah, he's summoning the submarine.
I use my powers to call upon the submarine. Also, this guy was never indicated to be hostile in any way. Why are they depicting him as summoning this fucking submarine?
This actually reminds me of an anime. I'm not sure if Hatchet knows it, but My Bride is a Mermaid or something like that. I remember watching it when I was younger. Because there's this one character that would summon a fucking submarine to go to school. It would just burst into the school.
I'll have to look into that.
It's really funny. Yeah, but anyways. We're going back to this in 3, 2, 1.
It's in the middle of the interrogation room. The hatch immediately opens, followed by a total loss of communication with everyone at the site. MTF dispatched to the site finds the facility is missing. Orbital assets confirm that at the time of
That's not what happened?
Well, it did take the site.
Oh, it did?
MTF dispatched the site, redacted finds the facility missing. So yes, it did take it.
Oh.
Yeah, they are just continuing to read it verbatim.
Yeah. Also, I forgot that they also have something similar to the Terminator in My Bride is a Mermaid. It's really weird and funny anime. It's really... I recommend it. Anyways. 3, 2, 1.
of communication loss, the site was pulled in its entirety under the sand. Recovery teams present detect no traces of the facility with subterranean imaging, and all staff are presumed killed in action. After this event, SCP-2770-1 did not appear for a number of years. Foundation secure site protocols are now in full review. SCP-2770's reclassification to Keter has been requested, but it's still pending. What do you think of that?
Shut the fuck up. Alright. So, removal of character slash license, they removed the author. But I think that's all they removed.
Wait, why didn't you put two as the clickbait thumbnail? I thought we agreed on 2.
Oh, was it 2? I thought it was 1. Sorry, my bad.
I think we agreed on 2 because
Ah.
Mismanaging like the fact that there was 2 figures on the boat and the fact that they put the wrong SCP in it.
Oh, yeah.
The wrong number.
It's 2700 instead of 2770. Yeah. So, removal of character slash license. I think just 1, because they just forgot the author.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, altered added gore or violence.
I don't know. Does the fucking hentai hypnosis machines count as added gore or violence? Or altered gore?
It feels like a 1 on the added violence because that's not how it's supposed to work.
I guess I agree with that. Alright. Devious from the part of the article, well, there were 2 parts that I saw that were a bit deviated, where apparently they just sunk the ship if they don't rescue him.
Yeah.
As well as he looked like he summoned the submarine.
Yeah, it's just...
So I don't see it as a 0. I think he deviated slightly.
Yeah, I'd put it as a 1.
You agree, Jerry?
Yeah.
Only minute of video slash offensiveness.
Wait, did we see any whammons?
I don't think so, no.
There was
We
no
saw a black
whammons, so
man?
I guess we saw a black man,
Yeah.
but there were no whammons, so I guess that's a 1.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna get lower than the other one.
Oh yeah, no shit. Actually, wait, no. It's not gonna get lower than the other one. It's gonna be better than the other one.
Oh, wait, it's actually equal.
Wait, why would it? Oh wait, yeah, it's equal.
It's equal.